Namaste, my friends. My name is Daryl. Welcome to Safe Living. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing the Gotega Grab Bar. Watch this bar as I load the weight. Not recommended to do this. I only did it once. I learned my lesson. Then we switched over to a new test method, and you'll see we get great results in a more controlled environment. But we're going to be going over why I would never, ever buy this grab bar, and it should not be on the market at all. So let's get going. So as I said in this video, we're going to be testing the Gotega Grab Bar strength test using this ASTM method. And I'll put a link in the description above in the I section as well as down below. But you'll see we tested this in plywood blocking. You'll see the failures we saw in the beginning. This is in regular a 2x8 blocking. Also in the tile. So they give you this kit with all the fasteners and everything, and they say that this grab bar is rated up to 500 pounds, and there's no way that it is. So this is the grab bar. This is the Gotega Grab Bar 2-pack, $29.99. They have it available in all these sizes. This is what's included in it. You take a look at it. I'll put a link in the description of it where you can get it, but please never buy this product. So on this install, we're just going to go over this real quick because, again, I would never do this, but I just wanted to demonstrate what I did. First thing I did is I put tape on the wall, put the grab bar up there, marked it, and started to drill the holes. Again, this is in fast motion because I don't want to bore you with the details. But again, what we did is we drilled the 3 holes. We pounded in these anchors that they provided. Even the anchors would break as we were putting these in, and never, ever, ever, ever use plastic anchors. We will have a future video on that as well. But then the next thing that we did is, again, we just screwed in the grab bar with a screwdriver. You could never use an electric drill because with the Phillips bit, because you'll just strip them out. And once that's in place, then the next thing that we did is we attached the grab bar to the scale. Again, this is upside down. But, you know, so we have 40 pounds on it right now. But just pay attention to how quickly this grab bar flexes with the weight. You see, if I go back and forth with this, it's actually flexing. And then what's going to happen is you'll see it's pulled separately from the wall completely. And this is just a picture of it here. So again, complete failure in every method that they provide you. And this, I think, broke at 85 pounds. It started pulling out of the wall. So again, not recommended. Next thing I did is I took their screws, and the screws would just snap when you're screwing it into the wall. So even the screws were even cheap. And again, this is fast motion video, and just looks how much this flexes just in a time-lapse video. And even at 140 pounds, it broke. It would start to bend, which disqualifies the grab bar completely. And this is a top motion. But again, even pay attention to this area here where it's completely pulling away. And then we have absolute catastrophic failure. And you'll see here, we just completely detached from the wall itself. So regardless of the method, not a good grab bar. And you can see here's the screw. It pulled right out of the flange, and we'll get into all this later on in detail. Let's review some of the data on the system here. So again, what we're looking at is the test data for the Gotega 18-inch grab bar. The model number is listed on the Amazon website, and it's listed as Gotega Store. And again, they make a lot of different sizes on this, and they're all made the same way. But again, we tested the wall substrate with tile, wood blocking, plywood, and you also see I did it in sheetrock. And what we found is, if we look at the standard test out there, the requirements, the ASTM method requires a 250-pound hold for 5 minutes once you get to that weight. And that's with no defects at all, either in the substrate, which is the wall tile, in any of the anchoring mechanisms, and the ADA requires a 250-pound minimum requirement. We found that this grab bar pulled out of the wall at 85 pounds with the anchoring system. So their anchoring system is no way it's ever going to support what they say it will at 500 pounds. So we put a fail on that. The next one was the blocking. That was rated at, they rated that at 500 pounds. We saw that the mechanical breakage of the grab bar started at 150 pounds. So we're going to fail it because, again, that's part of the standard of the ASTM method. So we put a fail. The grab bar diameter on this is 0.98 inches. And again, the ADA standard states that you should be a minimum of 1.25. So even the diameter on this grab bar is below what we would recommend for anybody to put in their home. So that's a fail. The grab bar width on here is 18 inches. So again, the advertised weight capacity on this grab bar, they've advertised it as 500 pounds. The standards are 250 pounds, and the ASTM method is 250 pounds for 5 minutes once you reach that. This grab bar failed again. The mechanical started to tear and bend and break the metal at 150 pounds. So the anchors that they provided were plastic anchors, never going to hold the weight that they state, and it's unfortunate they advertise it that way. So let's summarize what we've learned so far. Grab bars should be 1¼ inches in diameter. There's an exception to the rule, that's why I have the asterisk. But this here is the Amazon basic grab bar, and I did most of my other future testing that I'm going to do when we look at the anchoring system. This is the grab bar that I used as my benchmark. But in my house, I also have this product, right? This is a grab bar that I use right next to the toilet. I'll use it for leverage where it's a lot shorter. This one here is 11 inches long, but this is 1 inch. So I do use these, but this grab bar is tested, and in the specifications for Delta is 300 pound capacity on this. So it's still within the ADA guideline of weight, but it would not be within the ADA guideline because of the diameter of the handle. Another important thing is the wall flange needs to be flush and welded is preferred. So if you can see this flange, it's not flush at all. You actually have a narrow piece of metal here on the top that comes up. And this should be flush. This whole flange should be flush, so it sits flush against the wall. And what we're seeing here is two things. This metal is so thin that it just ripped right out of this flange plate on both sides, and then it also started to bend. The other problem is this actually will start, if you're mounting this on sheetrock or wood or on a fiberglass surround material, this will actually cut into that surface as well. So again, never, ever, ever use anything like this. And again, you want this flange welded to that just like this. So this is the Amazon Basic. This flange is flush. You see here, flush, complete weld. A lot of holes here to use. And then here, this is another good one. And I'll list these in the description. This one's not welded, but it's screwed in, and this definitely holds. So, but again, the main thing is you have a flush surface here that's going to support, and it's extremely thick. Never buy grab bars similar to the Gotega. So if you see any advertisements out there where you see plastic anchors like this, that's your #1 sign to move away from it. It's not going to work because plastic anchors cannot support a grab bar. Just anytime you see this, it's a big no. So then the other thing I'm going to say is be careful about misadvertising. The problem is how do you know if this weight is supported or not? But on this Gotega Grab Bar, it says showers handles support up to 250 pounds. No, they don't. So they're advertising it, but it's not right. If it's cheap, it just might be too good to be true. So again, here's the Gotega Grab Bar. This is the 12 inches. You're getting 2 grab bars for $16.99 at the time that I was filming this. And again, here you go. Plastic anchors, small screws, absolute no, never buy it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Any comments, please list them below. We'll get back to you right away on this. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.